I hate being told that I can't do something because I can do anything. There's nothing I can't do. There's nothing that anybody can't do. Something can be done in different ways. Now, I am introducing myself to everyone through my voice. I used to use my voice through art. I used to sing. I used to do voiceovers. I'm about 150 years old. Yes, I am. I know that I have lived, I have learned, and I know that I'm not ever going to know everything. And I know that I'm still a student of life and of God, whatever that means to anybody. Obviously, it's all one for everyone. He loves everyone. But I need to leave a testament to my life. I want my children to have a legacy. So I'm going to start talking. I just want to say before I start talking that I don't need any help. I don't want any help. I don't want anyone to give me anything. Nothing. Okay? This is a testament to my life, and I'm going to start leaving an audio blog. Not about anyone or anything like that. About this obstacle that I'm overcoming in my life. Because maybe it'll help someone else. Not to mention, it'll be some type of testimony as to who I am and what I was about to my children, other than what someone else will say about who I was. The only thing that I care about in this life is my babies, my 4 babies. I don't just love them. I can't explain it. I'm sure that mothers everywhere, most mothers, or people who are meant to be mothers. If you're a good person, then you're special. If you make people smile just because, then you're special. You are rich. This is a very dark world, and I know people don't like when I refer to darkness and light, but that's mine to do, so I won't apologize for it. In this lifetime, what is a reward to you? What is success? Success in this life is if you leave a legacy of love, if you do the right thing, so that people, generations to come, will follow that example. Now, my father wasn't perfect, but the way people discuss him online is not correct. It's not accurate. That wasn't the lesson to learn from Barry Smith. But I'll tell you what, I'm Barry Smith's daughter. This is me now. Maybe it doesn't matter to anybody. I wanted to help people, and I do care about people, and I always do the right thing. If I ever act in any other way, you have to realize that something else is going on. If I'm doing anything other than trying to make people laugh or smile, because that was always my thing, whether it was curse or a blessing, it's who I am, and it's what I'm always going to do. I don't like to hurt people. The people who are close to me or who had anything to do with me know that. That they know. This is a testament, and this is a testimony to my life. I'm 47 years old. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm not going to worry about it either. I'm not upset about it. I don't think it's over for me as a woman because I'm almost 50, or I'm going to be 60, 70, 80. It doesn't matter. Women matter, other than what they look like and what they weigh. We're not pieces of meat, okay? We all know what I'm talking about. And men, you should listen to this too, because maybe it's not your fault. Maybe it's been passed down to you for generations. What's happening here, if you want to make sense of why it's still not an equal world, why it's still a man's world, as they say, why do women get less? You know what the real reason is? People are threatened by women and their strengths and what they can do, because women are the creators of everything. Everything. If most of the men out there weren't keeping the women down, women would go out of their stratosphere. And that's what men are afraid of. That's why a lot of women I know out there who are unbelievable, they're beautiful, they're smart, and they'd be good to you guys. But men don't like that. They don't. You might not even know it, but maybe you'll look at yourself, even as a man, even to the men out there, and say, how am I being treated? Because if I'm not being treated well, then what is the reason I'm still here? What is it about this woman that makes me stay with her as a man that has been through other women, maybe who are even more beautiful. That would be about something else, gentlemen. Maybe not you. A lot of men think they have to have a certain monetary value to matter. I've heard men say, I'm not going on a date yet. I don't have a job right now, and this and that. What? Is that what you are? Is that what you want to be? The person bringing home the money, that's it. You know, you matter. Anybody that's being treated badly, it's not that you're a bad person for staying there, but it means that it's a wake-up call. You need to look at how you're taking care of yourself, because that matters to God or a power higher than us or energy or whatever. Even if it's the law of attraction, people need to understand themselves. And nobody is going to get away in this world with apologizing later after they hurt someone. It doesn't matter if you don't ever see that person again, or if you don't get in trouble, or if you run away with all the money. Who cares? I just want you guys to know that I am a witness to the fact that karma does exist, okay? It does. You might not see it when you want to see it. You might not get justice right there in that second. Get away from it. When you realize the injustice is done, go on, move on. Don't stay there and have more injustices done. It doesn't matter what people say. Certain things in life are defining moments. Recognize them. Because this lifetime is teaching you how to better love and how to better leave a legacy for generations to come, your children and your grandchildren. Don't be afraid. That's what I did. I was always afraid. I always had to make myself into what I thought I was supposed to be. I was afraid of my own strength. The reason why my bell is going off is because there's suitcases in my passenger seat. They're so heavy that the car registers that as another person being in the car. But there isn't anyone in the car. I'm not interested in making public anything that would hurt anybody else more than I already have had to. I'm just going to leave this here as a testament to my life and to what I've learned in it, because I am not a burden, and I am not the girl who sat in the corner saying everything's fine with me. I'll just have a salad, okay? Or, that's okay, I'll have what you're having. What are you doing tonight? If anybody saw that, that was that little girl again. Okay, that wounded girl who was very upset about losing my father, who meant so much to me. And now you can see why. Barry Smith died all those years ago, my father. But on the people that loved him, I mean really loved him, for who he was. You could try to be near him at the times when he had people think he had money. That was nothing. My father was a king of love. Maybe he made mistakes. Maybe he didn't suspect certain people that he should have. And then I'm sure he regretted. He definitely felt responsible if he did something that hurt people. I know that's why certain decisions in his life were so hard. But the thing is, he taught me that even if you're scared about getting old or your chance being over, death doesn't exist the way you think it does and the way everybody thinks it does. Make a difference on the people in your life. Don't be the person with the biggest house alone. Do something kind. Be there for someone that can't do anything for you. Someone like me, when I didn't know what was going to happen to me, and I wasn't tapping into my passions and my gifts that I was born with. I even had a childhood bully. She knows who she is. I'm not going to say her name. You know who you are. I won't hurt you. I won't ever hurt anyone, okay? What you will see now is the girl that you tried to suppress. The winner in me. I don't quit, okay? And you were preparation. So I want to thank you. I want to thank my bully. She knows who she is. She knows. There were other people that wronged me, but this girl knows. That's okay. I want to tell you something, my former bully. I used to have nightmares about you. You know why? Because I never did what I needed to do and what I wanted to do and what I could do to you. And I don't need to do that because you probably have been through a lot of hard things, and That's why you were so mean. And that's why you hunted me like an animal. My father was right. You were threatened by me somehow. You and your other friend, you know the one. Because of singing. Because you didn't like that they chose me for that stupid third-grade production of The Wizard of Oz. Think about it. I know you're sorry out loud. What you don't realize is I ran into someone when I was in college who looked really traumatized. I don't even remember her name. And she was never trying to talk about you, so don't even bother looking for that girl, trying to hurt her. Okay, because then I will if I find out. I will say it out loud, your name. I see you out there, and I know you're an adult, and you live a beautiful life, and you're very talented at what you do, which is not singing. You stole that from me for a while. And guess what? I don't need to sing to run circles around you. That's the thing about me. It was my strength. It was my bravery. You didn't like it. You tried to get it out of me using my friends. I want to thank you. As crazy as that sounds, right now, in a moment where I'm about to launch myself to where I was meant to be. If it wasn't for you, bully, and bully number 2, who came from a more normal family, but was just as crazy about it. Not her sister. Her sister wasn't like that. Her younger sister, you know the one. Now that girl is a beautiful person. Her sister. You know why? Because her younger sister is gifted. She never had to hurt others in order to be talented. She just was. And you were too, bully. You didn't have to hurt other people. You didn't have to try to destroy people. I found out in college I wasn't the last person for you. Hopefully you're not still doing that in your job and in your social life. I see that your marriages don't last. It doesn't really matter how many times you've been married or who you got married to. The question is, how did you get there? Or wherever you got. Most likely you hurt somebody else. I want to say this to you, so you'll stop it now. Because you're the same age as me. You were preparation, and my father taught me about you. He said, Jessica, you're a fast horse. Everyone is going to try to hurt you. Maybe slow you down. People that are jealous, not the normal ones. Not the ones who know that they're able. Everyone is capable of everything. They can do anything they want to do. Anything. You make your own rules. You carve your own doorway. They were so right about that stuff. It just took me all this time to get here. My father, bully, and other bullies, my father prepared me. He said, Jessica, they're going to try to slow you down. People like that bully and her friend. My father said, no matter what, Jessica, remember that's why they're doing it. And now I see it all so clearly. And he said to me, I don't care if you get knocked down, Jessica. I don't care if you get your legs broken while you're running. You just go. You run for what you love. And you do not quit. If they trip you, if they break your leg, you get up and you run again. Even if you have to crawl there, don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you've done all the wrong things, try again. I mean, even that can be marketed. You know, that you were this way and now you're that because you learned it. You know, do the right thing before it's over because you don't know when it's going to be. This is the beginning of my testimony. And I'm going to leave it here because I matter to my children. And I need my voice to be heard. Because you never know in life. My father was 45 when he passed away. Do I think my father's life was cut short? He told me it wasn't, so I'm going to go with his word. He said he really lived, and he loved, and he did everything he ever wanted to do, and everything he was ever afraid to do. So I understand now that he really technically graduated from this because he overcame what he needed to. Look fear in the face. To anyone that's hurt me, I'm not going to do anything about that at all. I'm just going to talk about the lessons I learned, and you'll know, and that's it. You can tell yourself you didn't do it. It was my fault, whatever. I'm not perfect. I've done things, that accidentally, maybe hurt someone's feelings or whatever. My playground bully. Thank you, because that was just that was just the tip of the iceberg about what I was going to have to deal with in my life. So far. Because I won't go near that forest again. No way. I won't go near it, so I won't ever run into those type of people again. What I'm doing now and what I've built while at the bottom, and I didn't get to the bottom by being a druggie or a drunk, marrying some, bad guy or, criminal. The stories that have gone, like that game telephone, it's ridiculous. I'm not that interesting. I'm boring. The day my first daughter was born was the day that I learned how to protect and how love was supposed to look. And I love my children more than anything. Now, did I do things or not get out of situations that I was afraid or I was trying to protect them and made the wrong decision on how? Maybe. Maybe not under the circumstances. And I was being hit from all angles as well, spiritually and in my life. It wasn't just a relationship or this relationship. And it wasn't a broken heart that I thought I suffered 30 years ago, that I thought that was the only person I ever loved. But I didn't love myself then, so it doesn't count. I mean, maybe I had love for that person, but the deep feelings and the fear of losing, it wasn't about that person. It was about me. This is the beginning of my testimony. My father told me, no matter what, to keep going. And that's what I did. And I did it while protecting and defending all the people I love, even including friends, at my own expense. I've worked for many of you a lot, and I've never asked for money. And you will know who you are. Just because I love you, do the right thing in your life. I mean, these are all things that I've done out of love. And I don't want anything at all. But it was a testament to something about me and my heart and my life and my work. I put that type of work into it while I was raising my babies by myself on my own. This is a lesson and a testament. This is for Alexandra, Juliet, Jack, and Jordan, my babies, and for my father, Barry Smith. For Dennis Brown, my guardian angel. This is the crossroads that I needed to come to. I guess this is how I was supposed to get here. Because maybe God only knew that my children were going to be the thing that made me realize what I had to do and who I was loving by doing it. How I had to protect them. And how part of protecting them was protecting me. And in order to love them right, loving myself, and making sure that there is something left behind for them, that I leave a legacy of love, and that they won't have to go to other people that have other reasons to say other things about me. And there's a lot of those out there. Don't believe anything of what you hear. Believe what you can see. Make sure you do the investigating. Take it all the way. Never, never, never attack anyone based on what someone else said. So to all the bullies out there, including my last one, I say this. I am Jessica Smith. I am unafraid to take on any bully there is. Because I am the protector and the defender of my children. I'm going to build a life from here. And I'm going to leave a legacy. And I'm going to do that with love, with kindness, not revenge and, going back and hurting people. What I'm about to do is for the babies. I had to get here. I had to understand my own strength. And I had to do it for my children and myself. Because I also counted. That's the part I didn't know. To all the bullies out there, that playground bully. It doesn't matter that I kicked your ass on the playground like he told me to. He actually told me that day if I didn't break your nose, he was going to break mine. And that's the only reason why I did it. I'm not a person who throws down whatever they say now, okay? I'm not a fist fighter, but I will if I have to. I know there's nobody anymore that I have to be afraid of. And nobody's going to try to hurt my kids anymore, or me, or try to stop me from protecting them anymore. I'm not afraid. The worst nightmares have already come true. As bad as it looks, I'm free. Today is the day that I'm free. And my children are going to have the best life in the history of lives. I have a business here that's going to change the face of the entertainment industry. This is for my children. I love you guys. Am I out of the woods? There might be some people firing at me, but it's okay. I'm not going to break ever. I'm never going to break. And I am about to take off. And when you hear from me again, I'm going to be in a different place. And you might say to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe Jessica's going through that. Oh my God, how horrible. Can you believe? Da-da-da-da-da. I don't give a shit. Learn something from me because you never know. I don't care how well off you are or how many connections you have. You never know what's going to happen. I've seen the richest people in the world become destitute from one day to the next. You just don't know. People sometimes don't protect things in the right way. They don't protect their families. I think my father made that mistake. And that indirectly hurt certain people. And he was about so much more than money. But that's not the point. Don't ever think that you know someone enough to trust them with your children, because you don't. Watch everybody. Don't let people have to earn your trust. You're worth it. Just know that. Coming from me, a girl who on paper right now looks like she has nothing, who looks broken, who looks battered, who doesn't have the financial bonuses to put aside to worry about what I look like or my presentation. I'm not worried about that anymore because I found a doorway where my voice will be heard and I can make an impact on this world. Even if everybody saw me now, I'm not embarrassed anymore. This is just the thing that's carrying my soul and my spirit and who I am. The real meaning of my heart, till I get to the end. I won't ever quit. Ever. And nobody else should either. I am okay. And I'm going to touch base here in an audio blog. And if anyone listens to it, that's fine. If they don't, they don't. 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, I became homeless. Me, Jessica Smith. You know I haven't called anyone for anything. In all these years, have I called anybody? Think about it. Think about you. Think about your friends. Ask people. But ask them to prove it if they say it, because I don't do that. I don't do that. This is just a bridge. Because when I land on the other side, I have a money-making machine. And that's only just one thing. And it's so in demand. And there's nothing doing in that market at all. Tonight was day one. I'm going to talk to you guys again, but this is the beginning of a blog of my life. This is a testimony from my children. Your mother was brave, and you know that. You don't have to worry about telling my story, because I'm here doing it. Don't you ever put that pressure on yourselves, ever. You don't need to. You know who your mother was, okay? 100 years from now, when you're grown up and listening to this, I love you guys. You guys, I don't even know how to express it. God, if my life was for anything, it was so that I could be lucky enough to even be near you throughout this, and to be the vessel in which you came to this world. It was a risk for love. I risked for love. What I learned from my dad was there's no guarantee of anything. Nothing. I don't care how much you have in the bank right now or what you have in writing. You just never know, okay? Things happen. Look what happened to Bernie Madoff, people who put their money in there. All right? They turned around and they were frickin' robbed of everything. So you never know. Make sure you're surrounded by people that love you and that are with you because of who you are, and that they're with you if you have something or if you don't. Right now, if you looked at me, you'd say she was a have-not. But I'm sitting on a gold mine, and this is a testimony to my life. This is only one part of it, and I've been building it all these years. I love you guys, my babies, my children. This is for you. And the other people I love out there, if you've hurt me before, if you're hurting me now, I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm here because I will leave a legacy for my children. I will be remembered for me, my life experience. My father preparing me for that bully was preparation for this. I've been in the fight of my life. That's why I seem like I'm MIA. If you're interested in tuning into my life, into my testimony, and what I've been through and what I've overcome, and it could somehow help you or help somebody else, feel free to share it. We have to remember as souls, it doesn't matter what we got away with, who won and who lost that thing, or who was the champion, that boxing match, or that who got away with the most money and owning a business. None of that matters. It's all so much better than that. It's all so much bigger. You know, you are responsible because you're alive to live your life in a certain way. And just because you can hurt people, and just because you can discriminate against people and torment and terrorize them, or if it's a single mother, or if it's someone who's disabled or has a disabled child, never get involved in hurting just because everyone at the party is doing it. Because things don't work out well for those people. It has nothing to do with the people they hurt. It has something to do with the fact that they hurt them. And the question is, how does life then teach it to you? And you don't want to have to think about that. From now on, do the best you can, if you can't do it all, from this point on, to start doing the right thing. Stop and look around you. You know, if you see something that doesn't look like it's adding up, check it. Check on children when they're asking for help. Check on a woman if she says that she's being hurt. Find out, okay? I love you guys. This is for you. I'm signing off. It's 2017, August 30th, I think, or 31st. This is the beginning of my children's new lives and mine. And it's going to be me, just like it always has been me. It doesn't matter where my address has been. It's always been me, surviving and getting by. I never sucked off of anybody. I just needed to make sure that children were safe. That's all I cared about. My daughter's about to be 18. She's safe. She can now speak out about what she's seen. I love you guys. I'm signing off. Even though it's been 3 months since I ran away with the kids, and I was homeless because I didn't have a place where I knew I was going to be every day. So every day was different. And I was still being hunted by my abusers. And my abuser is not a person, I don't think, that's conscious of the fact that he's doing it so extremely right now, and in a way that's affecting my children. Sort of like a baby stomping on the floor that doesn't want to let go of something. You can love someone, and you can say what you're doing is not okay, and I want to see you do better for yourself also. But I also don't want to be hurt, and I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt me, and I can't let you to hurt the kids. It's not okay. I love you, but I won't be a part of hurting you, and I can't let you hurt me anymore, because now I'm somebody's mother. I want them to be able to hear my voice, because I can't do that with my father now. I don't have that. This is day one of Jessica Lee Smith's life. I'm still going. I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I don't know why I was acting like one.